I may one day be able to answer your question, quickly dying, or I won't be able to answer a damn thing. That was a crack of a beer. That's what that was. Maybe I'm just confused. You know, confused. And it strokes. Maybe I'm confused. What's all this now? Everything? I don't know. But live happens. Me on screen. Game pops up. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. I gotta pour the beer first, because if you don't do that, then the whole stream, the whole day, just, it's not off to a good start, I guess. Miss Rainbow Sparkles. Evening, I guess, for some. It is 5 o'clock. It's a rather late one. You know, we'll squeeze some time in. Went out, went out with a walk with the little guy. Why am I not going well? No, I am going well. Maybe I misspoke. I generally misspoke. I spent like 2 hours at the drive test center, I guess they call it, here in Ontario, Canada, to go write my truck license test or something. And because of COVID, line was around the building. That's fun. And of course, because it's a government facility, they have like 3 people working there, because why the fuck not? But that part is done. Yeah, I need it for work. They've decided, out of the 13 years I've been there, that they now decide that I will require one, I guess. It's a weird thing. Gotta drive a fire truck. Yeah, so that's how that went. Anyways, 109 saves in, 61 hours deep. So I'm not like going off to drive like a big transport truck. I am not a Teamster. I am not part of any union or anything. It's just a like it's so I work in a fire department in a steel plant, and to drive the fire truck, they now want you to have your truck license. But like I said, I've worked there for 13 years. It's never been a problem up until now. I don't know why. Because it's private property, so you don't need a license to drive basically anything on private property. So possibly, when needed to, yes, I've driven the truck. Anywho, no, you're not. What? Your show is on. Yeah, probably. That sounds about right. So now I gotta put on a show. How on earth is there 24 seasons of Thomas and Friends? That doesn't even make sense to me. Jesus. Yeah, it's not something like you drive around all the time. It's just, you know, when you get a call, whoever would be in the fire hall would drive said truck. Anywho, I guess where we left last time was we handed in some quests, but I went to do this final one, which I believe, if I can remember, it was at some. I believe it was up around there at the Armorica Village, on the old Armorica Village, up in the top right there. And I couldn't get over into those ruins. Now, quickly dying, you might be able to help me. Do I have to do this other quest, the missing doctor, in order to open up that area? Because I don't want to hand this in until I've done it. Everyone mentioned that there was 9 of them, so apparently that is a thing. So I guess that could be it. But I don't know. But I guess I could. So I guess we're going to head on over down to St. Ursula Hospital reception desk, because how else would we know unless that's the way we got to go. So I thought going down to the south side, because that's where the St. Ursula place is. And we can run really fast through the confetti and everything, and that would be wonderful. We could even take the bus. It's probably a good idea just to take the damn bus. Because the one thing, like, I feel like this is almost like a theme with these games, maybe, is just that it's not a, you can't really go out of your way to, like, grind, at least not in the areas I'm essentially in. There's no grinding to do, really. Hey, what are you doing? Just standing there? Why are there tourists at the hospital? As if there's, like, things to visit there, things to look at, to care about, I guess? I mean, anyways. I'm hoping this just doesn't screw everything up going forward. So I'm going to take a stab and say it's going to be you that we're going to have to talk with. Oh, doctor, where could you be? I mean, it's a little worrisome that there's a doctor. I'm going to guess that he's probably surrounded by a bunch of rats the size of the rats in the Dark Souls games, and that he doesn't know what to do. So, or maybe he's gone up to that old Amorica road towards those ruins, and then I get my picture. I get my pretty picture. But we all don't want to talk about that. You don't remember? You know, like, you sent a support request to look for a doctor. Is he now no longer not missing, and then this has just been a giant waste of our time? We're gonna pay for our bus fare over here. Do you think the cops of Crossbell City State paying bus fare? Maybe it's like just perks of the job. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe we just, like, flash our Colgate Cavity Patrol badge and go, we're getting on there for free. Could you clarify the deets of the request? I think we could. Misunderstanding over how severe each other missing a person could be. Oh yeah, I could explain. The doctor in question is a man named Mr. Gwenter. Joachim. Dr. Gwenter is, well, despite being an expert in his field, sometimes disappears at the most inconvenient times. Like, let me guess, he's due for surgery or something. And by missing, you really meant the guy who's playing hooky. He's probably at the bar. Like, do we just go there? Head back? So what you're trying to tell us is that you have no idea where the doctor could have gone to. Like, aren't they in the world of beepers? Cellular phones? Something? Don't doctors still use beepers? Like, aren't they that one thing that's still reliable in this day and age? Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. It might have been irresponsible for me to write the request I did. Gone missing and all. Gone fishing, perhaps. Well, we could postpone this if we want. Based on the information given, the level of urgency does seem quite low. But I want to follow up on this, says Randy Orlando, the great porno star. I suppose there's still a chance he could have gotten mixed up into some trouble. Farah? Uh-oh. Let me guess. The intern is incapable of doing what's required here. Shouting in the hospital is against the rules. Sorry about that, I didn't actually mean to. Like, I mean, this doesn't look like this is the quiet section or area here, right? So, I just appreciate everything you did for him, but that's not the problem right now. Where the heck is the doctor? Like, do they just have, like, one doctor working in this giant medical college, or what? No, that's not the one. Gotta get everything set and going. Oh, life's rough, eh, buddy? Just like Sakura's Litten into doing his work pretty regularly. I mean, that's like an ongoing thing for people, right? Taking advantage of unpaid interns. I'm not saying that Litten here is unpaid, but let's be honest here. We already know the ending of that one. Makes his job 10 times harder. Well, he should be able to start drinking on the job then. That might be a thing. Alright. Pity out for the intern then. Please tell me he's headed towards Old Armorica Village, towards the ruins. Please tell me that's what it is. I mean, we already accepted it, so... A fishing tournament, eh? So we got a guy with a lab coat taking in a fishing expedition? Well, Fisherman's Guild on East Street will absolutely know something. So we'll head back there, because that was just giant waste, and work our way out. And that's been started up. Okay. So now, like, I feel like we have to go out to that ruins area, like, with a reason or a stated reason. It's not just going to open up because we started a quest to find a doctor. That's my guess anyways, so. These are just poorly set up roads for a bus, if I do say so myself. Like, do they just like make a 27-point turn everywhere and turn around and head back? Because it's not like a continuous road or anything that they roll with. It just, nah. Bracer Guild, Fisherman's Guild, that's where we want to go and chit chat with somebody. Let me guess, no one's here. Empty. Maybe they're all upstairs drinking. Nobody's in. Thought we'd be able to find a clue here. Those fishing freaks head out to their tournament or whatever it was. If they have, then our clue has left the building. Much like Shawn Michaels would announce his left the building. You know, remember that? Oh, I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. Oh, please be the doctor. You are not the doctor. Let's go pan. Sorry, man, I don't have time to sit here and chit-chat. I gotta hurry on up to the Fisher Cup out on Ursula Road's sandbar. And it's probably already started. So, all you guys already knew about it, I should have known. Nothing gets past an angler. Right? Like, look, we've only briefly started in the fishing category, and we haven't even notified about a possibility of a fishing tournament. And I feel a little bit upset about it, so... Alright, so one more thing. Among those attending, is there a doctor with glasses, blue hair, and a white lab coat? I am talking about Joaquim. Alright, so now we're going to head on down there, and we probably will end up participating. This will end up being a case where, like, he'll be like, oh, I can't go back to the hospital until you catch me 45 fish. Look at that, we got a new rod, though. Giving it to you as a memento for competing in the Fisher Cup. It's a participation prize, so to speak. And I don't ever recall committing this to tournament, so is this really okay? I forgot I was running late. Sorry guys, got a jet. You better be moving if you want to make it. Yeah, so anyways, I guess we'll be heading on over to the sandbar on Ursula Road. Gotta hurry and reel them on in, so silence. Just give me a hot second here. I just gotta do and take care of something. I know, we're all over the place today, because that's just how that works. No, what would I want today? That sounds like something I would want. Alright, no. Okay, that is done. Just got to... Sorry. Back to that. I guess we're heading back to the... back to the south, but I can't remember where on earth the actual sandbar is. I want to see if I can remember. Was it at the... Oh, there's a bus stop that goes right there. Now that's... See, here's what I'm talking about. So you're telling me it's going to go back up or turn right and go back and forward, trying to figure all life out. That ain't how that's supposed to work at all. No. Would you look at this? That ain't him. That also ain't him. That's not him. Where is the guy? There he is. And he's singing a tune. Shaggy hair and all. They look like they're enjoying themselves. I mean, I really don't want to be the guy that's gonna come on in and interrupt a fun time. It's sort of unfortunate, I guess. I'm impressed that they can be so carefree with all those monsters on the highway. There are far fewer monsters than normal today, and were they scared away by the horde of the fishermen? Nah, I doubt that. But either way, we found our fishing tournament, and all that's left for us to do is find Dr. Gwenta. Simple enough. I saw him down here somewhere. So do we just chit, you know? No, don't attack the poor fisherman. Behold the Fisher Cup, a tournament where you can show off your fishing skills to honor, spelt honor wrong without the U, the Fisherman's Guild President, Mr. Fisher. I call it a tournament, but it's more just akin to a social gathering for all of them fishing enthusiasts. So you have to settle on in for a quick little rundown. Am I going to get a quick little rundown from who? Who's Fisher? We got Peter, Gulpan. I mean, usually the last time we were here, I just said, like, surrounded by monsters. So it is a little shocking that they're just so free willy about it. Man, that was a monster of a catch. I think I found the first. Perfect. Wait, what did I do? Did I do something wrong? Suppose I am for the time being. Nice to meet you. My name is Lloyd. Maybe this man is actually the Fisher guy. Mr. Fisher? It's a little too on the nose, if you ask me. I like how I'm not here, according to Twitch. It's weird that you are here, quickly dying. But I never trust that stuff because it's all over the place. It might be set in accordance to whether you are set yourself to invisible. That might be a thing. Busy. Although, if you expect Twitch to do anything right or have anything work properly, that's a new one that can be shared with me. Important thing is I know you're here, and that's what matters. Well, Sir Dan asked me to be a special guest at the tournament, so I packed my things and came all the way from Liberal. Now, please, I've never had anyone tell me how to say Liberal right until I guess we get to the Cold Steel games where they actually have voices. I'm just going to keep going with Liberal. I've heard everyone tell me 800 different ways of saying it, and I have no idea how. Oh, I'd love to get some prizes, but I'm here for the doctor. So, can we, oh, it was not, okay. Not chit-chat. Now, that's a fisherman's getup right there, if I do say so myself. Like, this guy's got everything down pat. Everything. Oh, I could banking on some real nice catches. I mean, we got a fish with at least once the bamboo rod. Let's throw some dumplings in there. See what we get. Come on, give me that exclamation point. Nothing is biting. How about some snow crabs? We'll give that a whirl. This is all these weird places of where, like, these new rods that I've got, none of them work in any of these areas. But I will catch one fish. A catfish! It's a big-ass catfish. Why are they called catfish? Do they look like cats? I don't think they do. What show would you like on, buddy? Go Dog Go? We'll try that one? Little Baby Bum? We keep playing that over and over and over and over. Yeah, well, I was going to say that. I mean, I understand the whiskers, but there are sort of a lot of animals that have whiskers, and they're not cats, right? Don't get on me about anything. Okay, I'm sorry, Doctor. I nailed you. It wasn't very nice of us. Doot doot doo 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 doo. Fishing is truly delightful. I guess what they say is true. The heart really is soothed with the cast on your line. Always helps me keep refreshed after a long day at the hospital. Name other animals with whiskers. You got me. Shit. Hold on, I'm gonna have to let me go to Google here. Google can help. So help me God if cat's the first one. Animal with whiskers. Do you think the first animal that's gonna come up is a cat? Got whiskered bat, California sea lion, bearded seals, a whiskered auklet, that looks like a bird of some sorts, and then there's just a lot of pictures with cats. So we'll just pretend that one wasn't. There was a few animals, okay, mentioned with whiskers, okay, just a few, not a ton. I'm all over the place today, quickly dying. I'm in the middle of something important. You know what? You're sort of like due back at the hospital for something probably a little bit more important than fishing. So they could call it a sea lion fish, I suppose. Right. Right. Uh-oh. Did it just like pop into his brain? Oh, no. He's got a bite. I'm hooked. Sarah, you know, the hospital receptionist, sent us to track you down. Your absences are causing the... Let me guess, this guy is probably like the head of the hospital, and therefore like he can't even probably be disciplined. A viper head. And a big one at that. This, okay. Dude, maybe we gotta just push him into the water. There's no need to raise your voice any further. Hospital staff is awaiting my return, right? Thank you for listening. Sure. So is he just like gonna leave? Like, okay, why do you somehow always turn on the flashlight? Like, why is that like your go-to button press? Oh, he's just a simple associate professor. He's nothing really. Why do I have a feeling he's a little bit more than he meets the eye, like a transformer or something, I guess. No, alright. No deja vu here. Just started with an introduction, you know. Highs and buys are great things to start off for conversations. I'm Lloyd Bannings, junior detective, I guess. You know, we go from junior bracers to junior detectives. It's something down the line, but... So, are you gonna... Why is this man being so difficult? So, like, you know, like, why don't you book the time off like any normal human being would? Instead, you're relied upon at the hospital. You've decided to just leave for no apparent reason without letting them know. And now we've had to go and figure it out where you are as the police service to find out that you wanted to, quote-unquote, gone fishing. My wrist is awfully sore from all of the jacking off I've been doing lately. Oh, I'm sorry, no, apology letters. So not only is this like an ongoing problem, he writes apology letters to people because he knows it's such a problem. But he relies upon Litton, his old chum, the intern, free intern. Let me roll on off topic. Can we roll this back on into the topic there, Lloyd? Or do you have that power as the junior detective or not? Why did I not see this coming? The whole, let's settle this over fishing. Why don't you fish up 30 billion things, and then I only have to fish up one, and then if I win, I'm not going back to the hospital. If you manage to reel in something larger than the viper head I just caught, I'll gracefully accept defeat and return. Alright. Spoken like a true angler. I'll show you my viperhead to certain in a little bit, and once you've caught a fish of your own, have them inspect that one as well, and as long as you catch a larger fish than my viperhead, but keep in mind there are no do-overs, so once you've shown your fish to Cerdan, that's it, and no leaving the sandbar. Come with all your gear in hand, because leaving it is forbidden. So. Alright. It's time for our bait off. So we did. Basically the only thing that was going to be working for us was the snow crab, and that got us a catfish. Like, I'm assuming, like, is this the... Like, see, this says can sometimes catch surprisingly big fish, so I don't know how often it's catching them big fishies. But we also really don't have any other, we don't have any other bait for it, so I have to, like, take that. Like, see, that's pretty big. I wish I knew, like, what I have to catch. I mean, if someone knows, just scream out me how big in Relge I have to catch a fish. And that way I know. Like, I mean, I know, like, an eel could be... It could be pretty big. Well, we got 115 Relge so far. 58 proxy puppets. I'm thinking the bamboo rod's just going to be my go-to. But is it the last fish I catch, or do I have to just... It just keeps coming up. 115. I don't know how... Give me like a 300. I don't know. This is almost... At least it's not as bad as Estelle's fishing challenge from the previous game. That is terrible. I hate when that goes away. I don't know if this is like RNG or if this is just like super, you know, relying upon me hitting a button. I'm thinking, unless he caught a giant-ass viper head, I'm thinking the catfish will win. Okay. We're not going to catch anything with those dumplings or anything, obviously, so... Okay. Well... So, let's take a look. I'm going to assume that was it. Did you get another sea lion fish? Yes. I've just kept getting sea lion fishes. Although I guess... You're gonna have to pull at all the stops and beat that monster. Catfish should do the trick because it's the king of its lake. Oh, so if I caught a catfish, I should be okay? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the only thing like I don't know is, do I have to... is it my last fish, or do I just keep trying? Just remember to have a good time. I mean, that's what we're doing it on. So okay, so that guy did give me some. All right, so I'm gonna try with my new bait, or see if I can use it with that bait. Oh, it's still... Alright, I'm gonna take... I'll save the game, but I'm hopeful that we got enough. Oh, with current fish. What is the current fish? Is the current fish the last one I caught? Oh, this is so... Okay. Yes. Sometimes I'm hopeful that unless he caught a giant ass viper head. All right, judge away. Thank God. Exclamation points everywhere, as if we were Solid Snake and got caught in a terrible little cardboard box. Alright, well, we did it. Hell yeah. We did win. Fate is indeed cruel, but a winner's a winner. Off back to the hospital you go. You know, a little present. I love presents. That's not as much of a present as I was thinking about, but you know, you can't knock a celestial bomb in the end, so thank God we got to the bottom of that one. Anyway, our little match was a great opportunity. Some quality fishing got in there, and he's more than satisfied, so. Utterly despicable. Wait, like, is that like not in your vocabulary there, big guy, or what? Alright. Maybe why don't you book this year off next year? So, like, you know, book off this year next. No, why don't you book off this time next year? And that way they're not sending the police department off to go find you. I'll be waiting at the bus stop. A doctor that relies upon public transit. Yeah, I love him. So do we have to go back to Sarah the receptionist, or maybe we're good? Yeah. It's pretty bad when we have to take the actual bus to make sure he goes back on his own. Like, was he going to sneak back around and take another bus very quickly, or maybe catch an Uber out of nowhere? Better get that that wrist all worked up. You're going to have to write a few more apology letters. Can tell him you were jerking off or something. Alright. You do realize that Litton is filling in for you as we speak. I really am blessed to have such a capable pupil. And it would be rude of me to rain on his parade considering how hard he's working, so why not let things continue on as they are? Get back to work right this instant. Who really runs the hospital here then? He's working smarter, not harder. Of course, the porn star says that, but he is absolutely the worst work ethic I've ever seen in my life. Real and or fake. No. Yeah, ignore that. I don't know what he's talking about, but we'll figure it out, I think, obviously. You know, how about an extra couple of DPs for that? A little bit of promotion, maybe? We just have to be relying upon to catch all of the fish with whiskers. We could have caught a sea lion fish. Alright, so looking at the detective thing, that still says long, missing doctor. I think we can hand that in. These all other things have been handed in. And then maybe we'll set the tone for going forward. Quickly, do you know if the area up here by Armorica Village, the ruins, does it open up after this or any time so I can get that final picture needed for that one support request? I find it odd that it gives you an option to, like, to do that quest, but it doesn't allow you to complete it. So it's very weird. Like, I feel like I want to go back there just to see if it, oh, never mind. The second I step on into Crossbell. Cutscenes and calls. More trouble. Let me guess, the doctor, he went back to the fishing derby? I mean, I guess it's going to go from long to medium to short. That's the way I would expect it to go. So if it sort of sticks to that that way, then I guess we'll be okay. But it bothers me that they gave me a bunch of support requests, and that was like the story to do so. So reports that they're currently fighting over in the Harbor District. Get to break up a good old gang fight. All of the patrols are preoccupied, so why don't you just tell them to stop with their patrol and go over to the fight? Like, do they think a fight's gonna break out in the residential district now, or what? It feels like we're dealing with some of the stupidest people in the heads of the police department. Why don't you call up Chief Sergio on over there, okay? Yeah, why couldn't they keep it down to the seedy downtown, right? Well, the enthusiasm of the festival got to their heads. They're putting innocent people in danger with a stunt like this, so we should head there ASAP. I mean, why is it with Randy mentioning the spankings, right? Like, legitimately, just like, is it really down to him? So let's see if that did change. No, it still says long. Okay, so we're good in the tooth for that one. Harbor is up here. All right. I mean, obviously the crowd has come around. Maybe Bruce Buffer is there to call the highlights with Joe Rogan and talking about his DMT stuff. I mean, why don't we just think of this as, like, you know, like, just nice for the tourists? Maybe they want to see what Crossbell is really all about, right? Yeah, it's basically just like maybe like a little attraction, a little show. What do you guys think you're doing? Uh-oh. Oh, God. Joshua and Estelle of the Bracer Guild coming all the way from Liberal to come on over into the Crossbell State Bracer Guild. This is about, like, what, the third time we've sort of come up with them, but they introduced themselves and then they sort of went on their merry ways. So you called the police, you called the Bracer Guild, hooligans are causing problems. As far as I know, I believe this game is about 3 months after what happens in the third game, Trails in the Sky, the third. Received a message claiming that a fight had broken out, so we're here to intervene. There's no fight. I mean, just because this isn't taking part in Arc-en-Ciel, or in the theater district or whatever, it's not a big deal. Pleasure is all mine. You two are the leaders of these goons, right? Alright. Well, that matches the contents of the report. Like, what are you going to do? Arrest them? Doesn't look like you're fighting, so what exactly are you guys up to? Fun, basically. Anniversary festival. Try something a little different. The usual routine. Well, anyway, we're partaking in a series of one-on-one battles to determine an overall victor. I mean, did we stutter when we said that, Estelle? I thought that was pretty much in plain English for you. So, both teams will nominate 5 members to engage in one-on-one battles. Last pairing to compete will be Wazy and Walt. Pretty simple. But we have determined this losing side will have to cover the victor's meals expenses for the remainder of the festival. So it's just a, you know, a friendly little banter and a bet going on. As if I don't care if it's a friendly match, that doesn't make it okay to do it. So move your butt somewhere else. You're annoying everybody trying to enjoy the festival. I like this Wald guy. I like him. Bracers do think that they're all full of it, eh? All I did was try to knock some common sense into that thick skull of yours. Well, you're gonna have to work through a lot of that, like, blonde hair up the top, because the chemicals that we're throwing in there aren't gonna really work out too well for him, I think. You probably don't want to do that, though, sir. I've played some previous games with Estelle, and she'll kick your butt. Are you ready to piss yourselves facing Walled Whales, the Demon Smasher? Settle down, Walled, you moron. If that girl knows her martial arts, she might even be able to take you down. Oh, I'm certainly believing she is quite capable. Yeah, let's not ignore your friend over there either. Yeah, I've seen him with some ridiculous magic and calling upon demons from the ground and eating some critters. Not exactly that Wald's a critter, but I have a feeling it's not going to go over well for him regardless, so. That was pretty rude of you to say. Sure, Joshua is stronger than me, but it still pisses me off to hear that you say it straight to my face. Well, would you prefer us say it behind your back? Alright. Like, did he just, like, flip, or did she, like, do something to throw him over? I feel like if you're just landing on, like, the ground, like the hard concrete ground, that's gonna be, you know, that's not just, like, some nice little mat or a mattress, like in wrestling, okay? It's gonna leave a mark. And now they're gonna get on us about the popo not being as strong. I thought he was gonna break out crying. Don't you think you're taking me a little too lightly, though? Okay. See, I feel like that's the thing. You can see the police department. We're just you know, basically writing it all down for the report to throw them all in jail probably in the end. But you know, we're letting it all play out. Maybe if they all want to murder themselves, then we just gotta call up the cleaning crew and, you know, Bob's your uncle. But I get it. You're a strong guy. But I'll beat the piss out of you regardless. You want some juice? No? Well, that's all that's in there. Pull out that weapon of yours, punk. Uh-oh. Maybe he's the Marty McFly. You know, it's like when he gets called chicken. Alright. Time for the popo to step on in. Just place everyone under arrest. Then, I think we'll be okay. They are! They are. Like I said, this is about maybe the third time we've seen them. And they're not, obviously, major players or characters. At least, we haven't really played them. They introduced themselves, and then they went off to do their own things. And this is, like I said, third time that we've seen them stick their nose into police business. Well, I heard the rumors, but who would have thought they'd get me all riled on up? If you're dead set on conducting your matches, could you at least do everybody a favor and relocate to somewhere more quiet, like, you know, downtown, where no one is? But see, Wazy is also not helping the cause either here, of course. Like, you know, they're just not ready to move on from just saying, like, look, we're just going to stay here and you're just going to accept it. If we both feel the same way, then why don't we settle right here, right now? Are you going to continue standing there in silence, or are you going to help me out? I can't let this one slide so easily. Might actually get to see them fight on their own here a little bit. Just arrest everybody, Lloyd. Just tell them all freeze, get down on the ground, tell them to make love to the floor of the we'll take him down to headquarters. How about a fishing derby? How about that? Is that what we're coming up with now? It'd be pretty crappy to harbor a grudge during the festival, so why not try settling this in a more friendly fashion? How about the casino? We've had some good luck there. Drinking contest, perhaps? It does look like we moved them down to downtown. I don't know how we were able to get that off, but hey, maybe we offered them a lot of money. Maybe no taxes. All right. And while I'm glad this isn't necessarily a fight, won't we still bothering all of the local? Like, look, no one cares about the downtown here, okay? Are all the locals really going to be overly annoyed? No, because they're used to you guys being down here. But the tourists, now those are the people spending the big bucks. We don't want to be annoying them. They're staying in the swanky hotel, in the entertainment district. Hey, well, what? You come in for about the 8th or 9th stroke instance, Bakeroony. Welcome on in, buddy. Good to see you. A little on the late side for me and for you, but always an absolute pleasure, buddy. Cheers to you. I hope you got yourself a nice brewski or something. I won't be actually on either. I'm only doing about a couple hours, and we're reaching on hour 1 myself. Just I had to go and get my write my truck license test. That spent 2 hours of my lovely life down at the shitty. What do you guys call it in the UK? It's like a, I don't know, Ministry of Transportation for, I don't fucking know. And then I took Logan for a walk. That was fun. It was hot. Now I gotta beat up a couple of bracers. Oh, you know what I wanted to tell you the other day? I'm trying to think of the restaurant I was at the other day. It's called Scatabush, an Italian restaurant. Went there for Mrs. P's birthday. I've never seen it before, but I had to get it. It had Birra Moretti on tap. I'd never seen it before. I mean, I just basically had seen it like out in the wild, not too far. Oh, but I was like, mwah, wonderful. We call it the DVLA if it's the same thing you're asking. Okay. So what does that stand for? The drivers. Yeah, like so Baker got me on this beer. It's called Moretti. And so it took me a little bit of a while to find it where I am. So I was able to find a pack of it, but I'd never seen it like on like a menu of anything, right? But we finally went to an Italian place, and it was there, and I was like, oh my god, like I have to get this because I like it. It tastes good. Baker gives me some really good recommendations in the beer department. If you haven't told, we certainly love our beer around here, so it's good to see you, Baker. How have you been? It's been a while. I'm open to trying basically anything. I'm pretty open. There aren't too many beers or anything really that I'll avoid. So what's it hurt to spend a few bucks and buy a 6-pack and give it a whirl? But he gave me the breakdown of what kind of a beer it was, and basically checked off every single box. And if I can share some, I don't know how old you are, quickly dying, but I have found the older I have gotten, the more beers I appreciate. Just for an instance, like Guinness. You would never see, 20-year-old, 25-year-old Jordan drinking a Guinness. Not even on St. Paddy's Day. But now, like, I'm going out picking them up. It's going down like water. I don't know what it is. Maybe like an acquired taste, maybe. At my tender age of 39, I guess. Playing some Final Fantasy, my friend. No, you. I'm asking you. I'm hoping to maybe sign up tonight. Get in a few hours. I'm hoping to finish, like, I gotta do maybe one more run of grinding in Persona 3. So that we have one more stream of it without me losing my mind. And then we can get into the fun of Persona 4. But like I need that game of like just something to chill. Like I still find myself like at midnight, you know, 1 whatever. Got to Heaven's Ward. That's nice. I just checked the Mog Station. I have Heaven's Ward, so, but beyond that, nothing else. So, but I'm just gonna wait until the very last one. What's it? Endwalker. Just gonna wait till that comes out, and then I'll get all of them. So I'll be happy with that. What do you want on? Twirlywoos ain't doing it for you? Yeah, I didn't know if you were saying yeah. The way I sort of said it sounded weird, I guess. So. Because otherwise you're spending like what? An extra 40 or 50 bucks for no apparent reason? Like, I'm not here to waste money. And on top of it, it's a bunch of content that I won't even get to by the time it comes out, right? So I might as well wait. Point, show me what you want. Go point. Cocoa Melon. Okay. All right. Yeah, well, let's be fair here, Randy. Although your hair is legitimately red, you are a porn star. I think we're going to be referring to Estelle as red. Oh, never mind. It's him. Sure. Premise of the race is to chase each other down. So I should have probably been paying some type of attention to what they were saying instead of, you know, to my chat. But I love my chat. Waze and Wald are team downtown. Estelle and Joshua are team Bracer. And Lloyd and I are team I'm super excited for Endwalker. Going to be the end of the 10-year storyline they've been telling since 1.0 technically. It's a hell of a story they're telling. Out of these 3 teams, the one that completes 3 laps around downtown, the fastest will be the crown champ. So there are 3 checkpoints that'll hold up each team with every pass and lap. These checkpoints are going to get placed in each alleyway around the district. The text made up to light up when you give them a good smack. You gotta light up all 3 checkpoints for it to count as a valid lap. Shit. Like, part of me, like, it's been so long, like, I guess I looked at the last, like, I usually go through it, like, about a year, I guess, between playing, but now, like, the thought of never playing World of Warcraft is pretty much solidified. Fuck Blizzard. Fuck Activision, essentially. But it's pretty much, like, I'm in that point where I'm, like, I just need, like, I've shared that I probably won't stream Final Fantasy. I sort of wanted to. It's funny because I wanted to on my old computer and it wouldn't run. And now that I have a capable PC, I shouldn't say I won't. I might not never stream it, but I want it to be like my chill out game. You know, no reasons to, you know, to make anyone but myself happy about it. People are thinking they'll do tons of Final Fantasy IV references in Endwalker. That's the one with Kane and good old Cecil, right? How you avoid said interference will be left to your team's discretion. Yeah, but it's also the one where they go to the moon, and since part of Endwalker is on the moon. See, I haven't paid any attention to any of that, of like what Endwalker is or what its story is about. Like when you say the moon, I'm like, jeez. Like all I can remember in my head is literally because I just watched the Daniel Dwyer's no clip Final Fantasy 14 documentary just to sort of get myself hyped up to play it again. So all I know is, like, I know how 1.0 ends, even though that is, like, when you get into it. It's weird because I have, like, a level... When I logged in, because everyone was getting 2 free weeks or whatever, like returning players, I logged in to make sure everything was, you know, looked good and whatever. I had, like, a level 58 Bard. I sort of was, like, lost. Like, I was like, you know, I have my MSQ ready to roll up. Really don't have a lot of commands here quickly. Not really a lot. It's pretty much lurk. But I was trying to just sort of, like, think of, like, where am I going? Like, I first thing you told me was production value. It's it just ends with just this, and I have no. I mean, what type of commands are you expecting? I find commands are a little shitty. Like, do you want to play some type of 8-ball game, like that type of stuff? Those are weird. Production values are all right here. The beginning and end. That's it. I know. Well, because Quickly Dying came on in at the very beginning of the stream, and he heard Synthetic Life. That was wonderful. I have a Discord. Oh yes, yeah. One of the many commands that even if I sorry about that. Even if I delete it, Baker has copied it so that it will always remain forever and ever and ever. I mean, the production values aren't jokes. I think I put on a relatively decent stream for my small little channel here. I look forward to losing this race. Well, thank you, Quickly Dying. I appreciate that. Lloyd, Wald, Estelle, each of you get a 1 mirror coin. Let's flip a Rooney and get her on in there. It's up and running for the most part. You know, knocking on the woods. You know, a new modem / router. Relatively a new cable into the wall, I guess, but not really. I still had to do most of everything. Yeah, but I think it's all okay. They have been better. I'm hoping that was the problem. As I said before, when I was talking to the agent to figure out what was going on, all they told me was there was noise on my line. I was confused as hell when he said that. Yeah, I've only streamed 3 times since it's been replaced, so yeah. All right. Heads, heads, tails. Crap. Wait. Are we going separately? I'm so confused here. Josh was just getting ruined days from Estelle all the damn time. I hope I get like multiple opportunities to do this. Like it's just not like a one and done go. But this is where Baker's going to throw in the little laugh emote of the frog. Because it's just going to be once. So how far is your EU account, Baker? Like, is your NA account the one that's, you know, like, you basically play as your main, or? I'm so confused. We're usually the most disadvantaged in the race. Yeah, you're probably right. Wazy and Wald know the downtown district like the back of their hands. On the other hand, I feel just Estelle and Joshua are more formidable than they let on. Okay. Wait, so what's the max level? 80? 80 and then Endwalker's 90? Be shot in the dark, but depending upon our luck and teamwork, we might be pulling this off. See, I always found that weird with World of Warcraft of how they started to put in 5-level increments for their expansions. Like, I always felt like you can really tell they're like, oh, they're really trying to gouge you. Like, I know they're gouging, but they were like really going for extra gouging. Like, if you've ever kept up, now that I wanted this to come up with more World of Warcraft chit chat, but the amount of expansion packs that they could have based on basically all of the storylines of the books and everything that they have, like, there's no reason for them to draw everything out. Like, that bothered me, like, because, you know, you could nail max level in a day. Not to say that you probably can't hit max level in a day with Final Fantasy, but it still got a little bothersome, obviously. Oh, I was wondering why it got a little hot in here, because my son moved the fan. Alright. Fast one was giving the support from the back, and your tonfas. What is he referring to? My tonfas. How hot is it? It's not too hot. It's just that I came from outside. It's about 30 degrees outside, which I believe, if you're American, it's about like 85. But I think it's even hotter than that with the Humidex. Feels like 33. Yes, there's a far more established storyline instead of just like, hey, why don't you pick the expansion you want to start your game on and go from there? Like, it's unbelievable how quickly, and not even with what's all going on currently with World of Warcraft, with the company. Like, I just mean talking about the game, how it's just gone downhill and they can't figure out how to fix it. It's not hard. Wow, you just pottered around collecting rat anuses, which then factor into fighting the Lich King. Stroke number 14 today. I mean, I'm going to assume there's one at the far east, there's going to be one at the west, and there's going to be a thing at the north. You just got to find a way to nail every single thing before they do. Why is this making this race so complicated? I'm gonna lose my mind. Baker, are you back to are you back to work yet? Like, I mean, you haven't been out of work, but I mean, like, are you, like, back in the office type thing working, or? You guys have pretty much figured out the COVID thing now. Unlike Florida has. Burning Rage. Uh-oh. By spending 100 CP each, a powerful combination attack can be unleashed. In this chase battle, you can choose to use it against the enemy teams. There's no need to worry about spending CP. Okay. I'm still confused. Maybe I get the advantage. Oh. So Randy got an S break, I think. Good old Randy. What are they talking about? The star. Good old Grace. Grace! It's Crossbell Times. Obviously, what good would this be if we didn't get something in the Crossbell Times, you know, with our lovely picture on it? Was it you that said that she looks like an... No, I think it was Chelsea Ann that said that. She looks like an old grandma, but not really. Like maybe more is making sense now with the Gilf comments. It's starting to make sense now. I still can't believe, Baker, the amount of time I've spent in this. Like, I know right now is like a perfect example of, hey, the Jordan multiplier. But I can't figure how on earth I'm 60 hours deep in this game. And I feel like I'm making good progress. Like, we're not hitting any brick walls where I'm like, what am I doing? Like, and like, anyone else has probably done this game like that. Like, how on earth? Like, I'm enjoying it. Don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying it. Here comes the lovely answer that we've all been waiting for. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand. There is the Jordan multiplier, and every once in a while, it rears its ugly head. We get going on into a rant about politics or something, and before you know it, you've progressed 0%. Yes, let's look at the things that happened last time. I mean, I think I'm being pretty good here. I'm reading the chat. I'm hitting A. I'm glancing back and forth. I'm drinking my beer. Things are going hunky dory. I guess I should be ready. Somewhat paying attention. And go. Okay, so they hit that. Oh, I'm not even doing anything. I'd also like to remind the jury of the fact that the last time is not a new occurrence. No, it is not. But this isn't, like, they're not even in the race. I feel like if I tried to break through there, that would have been a bad go. So it's just making the right decision. Damn it! So let me ask you this. Is there any recovery from that, or do I have to get all of these right and then, or not? Or do I get a second opportunity? We'll see. I guess we will. Oh God! Someone pulled out the smoke bomb. At least I get a little pause here so I can put a show on for my son. Look at Trash Chuck. We're breaking through. Are those like the only options? Breaking through or fighting them? Think, Lloyd, think. I feel like the combo craft was the right thing to do here. Or on the previous fight. But I probably should have fought separately and did the combo for these morons. I hate when I'm right and Baker does that laugh. Randy, I hope you have something up your sleeve. It is like Mario Kart. It's terrible. Everyone's gonna have the blue shell or the lightning. Like, I don't understand why there's people here that shouldn't be even in the fight. Like, Wazing Wall. Wait, we're Wazing. Oh, wait. Wazing Wall, we're in there. Okay, never mind. So, if I get a second opportunity, it's going to be break through, fight separately, and then do the combo against the bracers. Is that the concussions coming in? I mean, they're always here, Baker. They never leave. Dude, why are you being like this? You touching my nose? You got my nose? You got my nose. Why don't you like any of the shows on? Pick a show. Thomas. Okay, we've only put that on like 8 other times. Let's go, Estelle. Yeah. I mean, I have to say, I like the fact that I don't have to actually do all of this. Like, run around and hit these stupid things. But I'm a little annoyed that it was truly a 50-50 shot every time. And we've probably lost. Or maybe Randy's pulling one out. Maybe it's just a story thing, and regardless of whatever the hell I picked, it doesn't matter. Randy's gonna come out on top, as all porn stars do. Yeah, nice one, Randy. Wow. So, Baker, you might be able to tell me, or you know, Deadly, like, I miss on DP. Damn it. I knew that was going to be the next thing. So that probably was the story thing, but you're going to miss out on the DP. Oh, well. A well-deserved rest, though. Are we going to make sensual love in the middle of downtown outside of Lotus Heights? Well, what all comes with that? Just promotions, right? That's basically it for those. Shit. I wonder if there's an autosave just before that. Just before that started. I mean, there probably is. There we go. Yeah, why did we sign up for that? Randy is exhausted. I mean, it worked out, though. Losing your temper like that. Oh, also, the next one I wanted to ask you was, so we had a side quest before any of this really came up, Baker. And one of them was to go around all the scenic areas and take a picture. So, everyone was helping me out last stream to go around every place and take a picture. There was 9 of them. We have 8 of them. The 9th one sent me to Armorica Village, to the ruins. But I can't access the ruins yet. It was guarded up. Like, I couldn't go anywhere, and there was nothing there. So I was basically thinking, like, oh, maybe I have to do some story stuff to open that part up. Because, you know, it was Shiretone and Wolfslayer were following, I assume, the same guide for it. But I didn't have an idea for it, so... I mean, I would assume so, because that, like, I've done every other side quest. I mean, that was essentially the take that Chief Sergio even offered. Like, right at the beginning of this chapter, there hasn't been like, this has been the story spot. It was finding the doctor, was sort of the start of it. But he basically told me, hey, why don't you take care of a few support requests, and you know, we'll get going. You know, it's the anniversary festival and whatnot. But sort of beyond that, nothing really came up. So I didn't miss anything that I know of that would have been out there. And so, like, when I went to go out there to take the picture, it, you know, obviously, like I said, there's a barricade there. So obviously it's got to be, you know, something later. Good old Guy Banning's ace detective from the CPD's 1st Division. An optimistic, almost to an unhealthy degree. And after we lost our parents to an accident, he worked hard to support me on his own. And then Cecile stepped on in, and then they all died, so. Guess your life hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows. Uh-oh, confession time. Randy, you remind me of my brother. I mean, it's not like your appearance looks like him. God, no. Cecile ain't all over you, but you support us all just like my brother would. Yeah, like we, at the beginning, or maybe it was the end of the chat, like, Cecile met up with us. We went and took in the play. Sort of came off a little weird, I guess, but didn't come out too bad, I guess. If this wraps up and lets me load up a save, I'm going to race through all of that again and make the right decisions. I would like to do that. I mean, I know this ain't no 100% run, but I'd like to go that far. It won't take long, because then we can just race through all of the turbo chit-chat that we're taking through as Lloyd is spilling out his guts to Randy about his brother. That's the way it is, Baker. That's just the way it is. I need those DP points. I need all of them. Because once you told me that there was a side quest later, we can't let that slide, buddy. Even though we probably already... Wait, should I bother? Okay, I'll listen to you. Should we even bother? Is it worth that much to bother? There's probably other quests I didn't even realize there's extra DP points because I screwed up something else. No. I want you to tell me what to do. Not do what I want to do. I want you to tell me what to do. Oh my god, I didn't think Lloyd would be proposing to Randy. I didn't know he swang that way. No, we don't have to. 97% is what it hit. And we don't have to do it. Thank God. I mean, it sucks it came so close. But I thought you would say what you wanted me to do in this game. Not in life or anything like that, Baker. I haven't seen Shalakard since. He probably came into the stream one day and noticed like that it hit 97%, and he was like, "Oh no, damn, it was so close." Did he just pat me on the head like I'm a dog or something? Yeah, we made Ellie cry, and now we're just gonna make Randy cry. Might as well find out a way to make Tio cry, not die. The sheer desire for people wanting to fulfill. That was hilarious. And then I had to say, for the hot minute, when I realized that I had to like refund everyone's points myself, I had to like stop the request. Like it's either like extend it or delete it. So I deleted it. But I thought after it hit its moment that it would just like everyone would get their points back. And I was like, oh, it ended? You didn't get your points back? Shit. So now everyone is out a ton of points. Obviously not now. Obviously you're sitting back on your fat stacks. But as I said before, I think with Persona 4 coming up, I can start some proper predictions again to get some bets going again, because that game I relatively know. I don't know Golden, but I know Persona 4 OG well enough that I think I can make a few more. And it's a little bit more suited for that. Like I can... You know, we can play on normal. We're not gonna play no dad mode or anything like that. You know, maybe it's, you know, does a character die, or you know, do we, you know, is Teddy gonna be pissed off at us all the time? You know, that type of stuff. We just make up stuff. Got a couple of soft drinks. You played through it about 6 times on stream. It's only, I've literally played that game once on stream. Once. So number 3, this is maybe the 3rd time. 4 we didn't play more than once. 5 that it'll be like the 3rd or 4th time. We will not be playing it 5 more times unless, like, if this became like my thing, like the job, I would honestly do an annual Persona series playthrough. Which obviously could be done like a lot quicker, obviously, if it was like, you know, a 40-hour a week thing. Annual? Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you gotta think, like, something like breaking it down hour-wise. Persona 3 would take 3 to 4 weeks. Persona 4, probably the same amount of time. The Answer would take a week. Persona 5, maybe 5 weeks. Did he just have a Metal Gear quote there? Love is on a battlefield. If this becomes your job, I'm taking 1 month off from modding to go on a holiday. You just gotta figure out which month. Yeah, change that to half a year. Yeah, see, I guess that's the problem. When I break it down, there's too many of these games. So maybe I would have to just like pick one of them to do, I guess, annually. Does that change it a little bit better? Then you can go back to taking your 1 month off. Yeah, I didn't realize how long they've been. But how long? When did I say that we were doing this? Like, we finished up 3. We're almost. I think I have one more stream of The Answer. Then we got 4, 5 Strikers. Probably by the time I finish all that, 6 will come out. Still gotta play Yakuza 4. Probably end up paying for Xbox Live Game Pass. As long as it doesn't remove itself from that, I'm okay paying $15 a month for that service. There's enough games on that where, heck, even that itself is more than enough. I didn't know the Saber Vipers were Transformers and rolling out. I know, I keep saying it, but I'll probably start it, to be fair, after I finish Persona 3 The Answer. So I might have 3 games running at the same time, but it'll be a good little, you know, palate cleanser, I guess, from bouncing between Persona 4 and this. And I've been saying it for quite some time that I want to play it. It's not that I don't want to play it, because I do. Did I say that about Persona 3 Normal? Okay, well, how about we make a pact right now that it'll be for sure after Persona 3. Well, to be fair, if that was the quote, once I finish Persona 3, technically I haven't finished Persona 3 yet. So technically, I'm still right. I find it more comical. And I can't get on people about their personal lives or whatever. But of all the people that bugged me about playing The Answer was Shalakard, and I don't think he's been around for a single stream of The Answer. Like, I can tell you for damn sure, if Persona 3 ever gets remade, that might be the only way I would play The Answer again. And I would hope that they would put some better quality of life things in there, or find a way to, like, mix it in just so it's an entire... Like, Persona 3 shouldn't be split up into 2 different games of the journey and the answer. Maybe just make it all into one thing. I just realized something. You're going to play SMT Nocturne at some point, right? Yes. Yes. There's no timetable for that. Like, yes, I'm aware that what's his name from Devil May Cry is in it. Dante? Yes. But I was gonna buy the new one. Like I was gonna buy, yeah, like I was gonna buy the remake. Like, I think it was Demonic that told me, like. So I guess in the original, he's in the original game, but I think in the remaster, I think you have to buy him? Or buy him as DLC or something? But I'm also excited about the Shin Megami Tensei 5 on the Switch. I think that comes out in November. So like I said, there's no timetable like to play Nocturne. I don't have to play Nocturne before number 5. Those games... They're like the Persona games. You don't have to play them in an order, even though I like to play them in order. We'll sort of figure it out. So what was Shin Megami Tensei 4? Is that Digital Devil Saga? It's weird that like number 4 is like the in-between. And doesn't have like a remake or planned. You guys ever hear about this Schwarz auction? No, I haven't. Some fancy schmancy auction that's held somewhere in Crossbell. The Action Auction. I will not play. And see, now I know that I don't have to play Devil May Cry. Thank God for that. I don't have to go out and buy something terrible. Apocalypse. It was a 3... Oh, that would be why. That makes a little bit more sense. I mean, I would still... I don't know what... Maybe that's on Nintendo's, you know, to-do list of a long to-do list, but, like... On the Wii and the Wii U, like, their Virtual Console was good. I don't understand what the holdup is and not having the virtual console on the Switch. Even if they want to work it into like their online thing where like you can currently play Nintendo and Super Nintendo games, if you want to add another $10 for the year and then start throwing on GameCube and Wii games on there, I mean, people will pay it, but I just don't know why it's like you could remake some games. It'd be great. Just thinking, like, you know, Nintendo could remake Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask to print money if they wanted to. And they haven't. Not like that Mario collection that came out. Not like that. Like, I mean proper remake. You know, 16:9, at least 1080p, 60 frames per second. We're not asking for much here. But just, you know. I want them to release a Metroid Prime trilogy. Pretty sure it's in the works or already done. That's probably already done. They're just trying to find the right time to probably release it. Like, I just noticed, like, I think Nintendo just sold something like 89 million Switches. And then, like, the next story you see is, like, and also their profits are dropping. It's like, well, it's because probably all the people that want a Switch own one now. So now no one is buying them. So now they have to, you know, they have to switch over into making the software so that they make more money. The money has always been in the software. Always. You're probably breaking even with your hardware sales. Nintendo usually makes a penny or two on their consoles, but I mean, this is a perfect opportunity for you, right? I mean, they you know, get the OLED one. I mean, for $50 extra, it's not a big deal, right? I think it's got double the memory from 32 to 64. But again, like, if you're like me, I don't play it in handheld mode. So, unless, like, I mean, I personally think that the OLED is just going to be the normal Switch. I think once all the Switches that are out now sell, the OLED will be the only one you can buy. There won't be another one. I think the Steam Deck's gonna flop. I think it's blowing smoke. Yeah, I mean, of course we can see. And it probably will be good, but judging, like, Valve's, you know, background on basically anything hardware-wise, they're not really, they aren't blowing people away. They you know, they're, even if a product is okay, it seems to be that if it doesn't sell, you know, it's going to be $5 at a garage sale and it'll be forgotten about and they'll go back to the Steam store and that's it, right? Steam do have a record of failed products, but you've heard decent things from early receivers. Like, is it out in the wild now? Like, are people getting that, like, reviewers? It's odd. I'm thinking if this wraps up, I'll probably just call it a stream there. I mean, it's not super long, but I do have dinner coming soon, so. They're getting a prototype version since it releases in about 6 months. Yeah, like that was the thing that shocked me, right? Like, this wasn't something that was being announced in a year, like, you know, a PlayStation 5 or the new Xbox, whatever. Like, this was something that was like, and it'll be out in like 6 months. So basically, it's done. It has to be done. And in about 4 months' time, like, it's gonna have to start being in people's hands that are gonna review it. Maybe 5 months, but like, it's basically got to be ready to go already. I mean, I thought, like, the funny joke on my Discord was like, hey, it doesn't play League of Legends, therefore the Switch is better. The Switch doesn't have to blow you away. Nintendo's got everyone's number just based upon their licenses that they own, right? But like, I agree. Well, there's nothing wrong with wanting a mobile PC, right? Like, that's like the Switch. I understand. But in my opinion, they sort of already exist in tablet forms and like the NVIDIA Shield, stuff like that, and on your phone. Like, I understand that, like, this isn't the big screen people are wanting, but it's been done. There are already ways of playing these things with better hardware than what the Stream Deck is offering. Steam Deck, sorry. From what I've seen, it runs Control better than the PS4. Probably. Yeah, that was a rough game on the PS4 to play. Ran through it though, but that was yeesh. I think it was the physics with that stuff. There was so much going on, like when, you know, oh, I can just pick up a piece of the ground and throw it at an enemy and remove their head. I mean, there's a lot going on there. Control was a next-gen game with current-gen slapped on it, like Cyberpunk. Yeah, I won't disagree with you. Sergio had a mandatory meeting. I mean, is anyone a little bit more worried about the doggy not eating his chow? I mean, no one's eating any of their chow. I mean, I don't know if this is breakfast or not, but, like, you know, everyone's got their sunny side up egg, maybe bacon, whatever the fuck the green stuff is, snot. It's one of those things of, like, I don't know if I would want to. I mean, I don't want to buy it. But if it ever came across on something like the Ultimate Edition for free on Epic, I probably would give it another good solid go again. It's hard to say. But with that, I feel that's a good stopping point. So I can go off and do that race on my own time, pleasing myself and nobody else. And we don't start anything fresh before I have to go run off to dinner. Baker, Deadly, Miss Rainbow Sparkle. It's a pleasure as always. I wish I would have been able to stream a little bit longer, but I'm hungry. And we'll figure something out. But I'll be back tomorrow. So thank you, sir. Once out, as Kenny Omega says, ladies and gentlemen, goodbye and good night. Bang. We'll see you tomorrow morning, early stream. So take care, guys. We'll see you later. All the best. Bye. Production values.